1990 Porsche 911. This is a Carrera 4, so that's the four-wheel drive, 3.6, 964, so an air-cooled car. Now, looking at it, obviously it doesn't look like a 964. As you can see, somebody has spent an absolute fortune doing a bit of a Restomod on it, so it has much earlier sort of 70s style front wings, headlamps, bumpers, bonnet, indicator setup, intakes, along with mirrors, handles, and then the same goes on the rear, so bumpers, boot lid, rear quarters, the early sort of 70s twin X6 center exhaust, really good looking thing on that. And then a larger set of Fuchs staggered setup, so a nice wide rear. I mean, we've got two 5.5s on the rear and two 0.5s on the front, so it gives it a lovely stance if you look at it down there. If you were to look at something similar, costs would be astronomical. I mean, if you've seen the price of a Singer these days, I don't think you can get much from them for less than £600,000-700,000. So for a fraction of a price, we're getting the same 964 base that they use. In this case, like I say, a 4, so it is a four-wheel drive car, manual, 3.6, with an absolute fortune spent on it. We're going to start by having a look around the bodywork, then we're going to move on to the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. Looking down this side, you can see it is lovely and straight all the way down. All your panel gaps are nice and neat. Front wing, there's no marks at all to note on there. Normally you get a load of stone chips down the bottom here. But that's all nice and tidy. All the chrome work on the indicator intake setup is lovely, as is the plastic sections. Headlight, all the chrome on that bezel is really nice and tidy, as is the glass on the lens. Coming down this wing, there's no marks at all to note there. Lovely and neat inside the arch. It's not sort of peppered with stone chips or any paint flake or anything like that. The wheels are unmarked as far as I can tell. It's lovely silver and satin black with these really nice sort of copper wheel nuts. It's on matching Pirellis all around what we're on. P0 Rossos, so a very expensive tyre. Loads of tread left in those. Coming down this side, nothing to note on the top of the wing, around the bottom of the windscreen and along the scuttle. Lovely and neat. Screen itself all nice and clear. The seal is good, it's not dried out or cracked or anything like that. Inside the gutter, again, nice and neat. And along that painted section on the leading edge, lovely and tidy all the way across. Continuing down this side, there's no marks at all to note on the driver's door. All your panel gaps are nice and neat. Around the wing mirror is good. It's on like an older style door mirror, sorry, not wing mirror. All the seals around the glass on this side are nice. And the glass itself is not ingrained with any scratches or anything like that. Inside the handle, that's all good. If we're being really picky, there's two little marks where the door's been open on something at some point. Door shut lovely as well. Underneath, we'll pop the camera underneath from here. You can see, not caked in under seal. Nice and tidy under there. Again, have a look further back as well, it's not dropping any fluid or anything like that. All good under there. Continuing down this side, rear quarter, again, normally you get some stone chips down here where it starts to kick out, but as you can see, this one's all good. Nice and neat on the rear arch itself. There's no sort of crunching or rusting or anything coming through there. Another very, very tidy, unmarked wheel, matching Pirelli tyre. And then looking back at this side, like I say, lovely and straight. Going round onto the back, tail lights are all nice and clear. The rubbers are good, they're not dried out or cracked. And again, with sort of conversions like this, normally it shows the level of work that's gone into it. Does everything fit nice and neatly? Does all the panel gaps good? Where this, you can see, lovely and straight all the way around. Panel gaps are neat. Got a lovely older style Porsche badge on the boot. The exhaust, the vendor was saying, has just been put on. Local sort of specialist Qualtech done that. They've done a really nice job on that, as you can see. No marks on the rear to note particularly. A little bit of dust there that we've missed, ignore that. Lower half down here, normally where that would be caked in stone chips, is all good. The arch on this side, all nice and sharp, all the way around. Another unmarked wheel. No marks to notice on that rear quarter there. And looking up that side, lovely and straight. Convertible top, it's a manual convertible top on this one. Nice and clean on the rear screen. Normally you get a bit of wear on the ribs. For this one, all very, very good. Nice and clean all the way around. It sits right in all the right places. It's not sort of peeling up here and wonky there. It's all very good. Matches the window line nicely. So yeah, generally very, very good. Like I say, it is a manual one, so nothing to worry about it going wrong or anything like that. Lovely and neat going up this side. There's no marks around the handle. Again, the glass is nice and clear. If we're being really picky, there's a couple of little chips. There's like a little aluminium trim that goes along here. It's almost like a gutter on the roof. A couple of little chips in the paint. That is me being particularly picky. Nice and neat down the passenger side A-pillar and across that side of the glass. There's no marks to note. Going along here around the wipers and everything, that's all nice and neat. And then continuing up this side, lovely and clean inside the arch, no sign of any stone chips in there. And your final really clean Fuchs alloy wheel with matching Pirelli tyre. Look back down this side again, nice and straight. Someone's obviously spent a lot of time getting this conversion right. All the seams are good. No marks to note on that front wing. Round onto the front, I would imagine these are probably like original spec bits of trim, they look to be. Tiny little bit of pitting on the chrome, but very, very minimal. This side's better. There's a tiny bit on that side, but that is me being particularly picky. And then lower down, you've got one or two very, very minor stone chips. There's one there, for example. But other than that, all good. It does come on that plate, so C4DFK. Obviously takes the age off it with being a Restomod. It's trying to look like a 70s Porsche. There's no point having a H-reg on it. So overall, very, very presentable, very, very interesting car. Moving on to the interior, nice and tidy on the door card. On the top here, normally they wear quite badly. Has had door pulls put in, which is quite a nice touch. Electric window still, and a more period correct seat. There is a small nick just in the seat there, which has just been covered over with a bit of vinyl, but it's worth pointing it out. The rest of the seat's lovely and firm, all the piping's good, nice and comfortable. Lovely wood rim steering wheel. No sign of any real wear to that. And the metal section's all lovely. The Nardi signature, I think, so it is a Nardi wheel as well. 104,980 miles on the clock. Top of the dash is lovely and neat. Being a 4, you've got the controller there for 4-wheel drive. Manual gearbox, more importantly. We've still got those 2 rear seats in the back, which, like every other 964, have barely been used at all. Headlining's all lovely and neat. Carpet set's nice and dark. There's no funny smells, no sign of any damp or anything like that in there. We'll come back to the engine bay in a minute. Into the passenger side again, lovely and neat on the door card. This side of the dash is all good. Carpet set's nice. Got a fire extinguisher fitted in with a nice neat job as well. And this seat is in really, I mean, it doesn't look like it's been sat in at all. Still sat in the same as the other side. It's not overly shiny from use. Lovely and firm. It's got this sort of houndstooth, sort of more period correct 70s style to it. Really, really nice. Pull the boot while we're there. Oh, sorry, the engine cover while we're there. Again, all the doors shut lovely. Into the front. And again, obviously slightly different front end to a 964, so the release is underneath and up. Carpet set, again, original 964 spec carpet set. About as good as you're ever going to find. They always sort of look a bit chunky for a carpet set, but this one's particularly nice and clean. Fits all nice and neat as well. Bonnet shuts lovely. There's no slamming of any panels on this, which is always good. And then into the back, got a 3.6 air-cooled engine. Nice bit of carbon fibre going on there. Obviously, you've got that exhaust. It does sound lovely. All lovely and clean in here. It's been parked here for a little while now. It's not dropping any fluid on the floor. All very, very good in there. We'll get it fired up. Fire it up on the button. Taking over nice and smooth. I will give it a little rev. I'm not going to rev it hard because it is, as you can see, stone cold. But oil pressure is nice and up where it should be. Give it a very light blip. Does sound very, very good. That exhaust is a work of art, really. So there you have it. It's a 1990 Porsche 911 Carrera 4, so a 964, with an absolute fortune spent on it. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know as far as where it's been, its service history, the work that's been carried out, all that sort of stuff. If you want to come and have a look at the car, it's here with us every day. Again, let us know. We can do viewings. If you can't get here, we can do video calls or things like that. Just anything you need, please let us know. Thank you.